Welcome once again, everyone. Cannabis News with Joe Clare. It is December 12th, 2018. Presented as always by the Marijuana Times. Check it out at marijuanatimes.org. Click the video tab there to find this show. Bunch of great articles, social media networks, and more. marijuanatimes.org. You can also search the Marijuana Times on Apple Podcasts to find the audio-only version of this show. Today we're talking about a bill in Illinois which could expunge some cannabis offense records, or some cannabis offenses off people's records. Also, advocates in the cannabis law reform community are looking toward state legislatures now as opposed to the ballot box, at least more than they used to when it comes to legalization. We'll talk about that. Also, legal recreational marijuana in Michigan. A local newspaper, I guess, local news outlet handed out joints in Lansing, Michigan. We have video of that. It's very interesting. An interesting time to be alive, as they say. First, before we get to all that, Natureside is the sponsor of Cannabis News. Nature-side.com. Side is spelled C-I-D-E. Check out their organic, all-natural pesticides. If you're a grower in a state where cannabis is legal to grow, you don't want to use banned pesticides, you don't want to use harmful chemicals, you want to grow safe and poison-free, you can do all of those things with Natureside. Nature-side.com, a proud sponsor of Cannabis News. They're awesome. Go and check them out. This first story from marijuanatimes.org by Julia Granowitz. Illinois bill hopes to clear past cannabis convictions. Basically, in 2016, Illinois decriminalized possession of up to 10 grams of cannabis, making it a civil penalty instead of a criminal one, meaning you get a fine for possession instead of seeing numerous court dates, probation, or even jail time. Now, Illinois Assistant Majority Leader Kimberly Lightford is promoting a bill which will provide a path for people to petition a judge to expunge their conviction or guilty plea for possession cases dating prior to the decriminalization of July 29th, 2016. Lightford said, quote, as the conversation about legalizing recreational marijuana continues to gain traction, it would be irresponsible of legislators to overlook the damage over-criminalization has caused. This measure is about helping nonviolent offenders rehabilitate and have a better chance of getting a job. It's an effort to get more people employed or make more people employable and have less people's lives ruined by an offense that they got caught with before 2016, or they were charged with before 2016, that is no longer an offense. That is a good thing. Record expungement is definitely one of the things that I've talked a lot about on the show, and many others have as well, about you get legalization, you have legalization, then you have to work to improve legalization expungement. If it doesn't come in the actual legalization measure that is enacted into law in whatever state you live in, is definitely on the list of things that are needed to improve legalization. To have people have something on their record and have it ruin their employment chances, education chances of getting a loan, whatever. Something on their record that's no longer a crime, or is no longer charged a crime. Maybe it's decriminalized, maybe it's legal, whatever it is. It's really ridiculous. And hopefully they're taking a step in Illinois, as many other states and cities and jurisdictions are across the country, to work toward that sort of record expungement. This next story is from TheHill.com. Advocacy state legislatures as the next frontier for pot legalization. You may or may not know, a lot of states, well, about half the states in the country, roughly, you're able to bring a measure via petition to the ballot box and have people vote on it. The other half of the states, roughly, again, it's like 26 and 24, something like that. You cannot do that. You cannot bring something via ballot box. If you want marijuana legalization, for example, to be passed in those states, you have to do so through the legislature. After running success at the ballot box, proponents of recreational marijuana are turning their attention to new allies in governors' offices as they eye pushes toward legalization in states that will require politicians rather than voters to issue the final sign-offs. States like New Jersey with Governor Phil Murphy and Illinois with Governor-elect J.B. Pritzker. Those are some of the states that are being eyed for recreational legalization through the legislature. Pritzker said in an interview, "We want to create businesses owned by people in Illinois. There's an opportunity to create jobs, dispensaries, production facilities in Illinois owned by Illinoisans. So the profits are staying in Illinois." And as time goes on and these states where this can be done via ballot initiative run out, all that's going to be left is states can be do it via legislature. And obviously a change in federal law will go a long way toward helping politicians in a lot of these states kind of nudge them in the right direction. Right now they can just say, oh, well, and they throw up their hands and say, oh, it's illegal federally. I would love to do that, but just my hands are tied. I can't. It's hitting the microphone. It's federal law. You can't get around that. It supersedes. There'll be problems with funding and colleges and whatnot. But if federal law has changed, a lot of them can't say that. We have to fall back on something else. But I have a feeling a lot of states, they really aren't having the conversation of recreational legalization in earnest right now would be if federal law was changed. Hopefully that happens soon. This last story is from LansingCityPulse.com. Lansing, Michigan. "We gave out joints at the Capitol." It's pretty straightforward, self-explanatory title. But a little background. Weed's officially legal in Michigan, so City Pulse sent reporter Kyle Kaminsky to the Capitol to celebrate by handing out 28 joints, checking IDs on the street to see if recipients were 21. A few more Lansing residents may need to head to the nearest Quality Dairy for a Munchies fix. That's a good one. Though some politely refused, most were happy to get a free joint. We have the video from the City Pulse in Lansing, the reporter Kyle Kaminsky handing out joints in front of the Capitol in Lansing to celebrate legalization in Michigan. There you go. December 6th became legal. Celebrate City Pulse gave out free joints.
December 6th, and marijuana's been legalized, so we got an ounce of Lansing's finest, and we're going to hand out a joint to just about anybody and everybody that wants one, assuming they're 21. Would you like a free joint? Compliment to City Pulse.
I'll take one.
So you guys both 21?
I am, yeah. I got my ID.
Yeah, see your ID, please.
Is this legal?
Sure.
Not today. Oh, no, we can't have substitute. You can't buy it.
This way. All right, yes, women.
Checking IDs, handing out joints.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
There you go.
Looks like you're working right now, but you want a joint for afterwards? They're free. Okay.
We're busy.
Oh, it's cold.
Enjoy.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know marijuana's legal now, right?
Happy marijuana day.
You like a free joint?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
All right. There you go, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a historical moment.
Absolutely. Right in front
It
of
is.
City Hall, right in front of the
It's fantastic.
And the only thing we need to do now is get Title 21 changed at the convention.
Even WLNS and Lansing State Journal stopped
The main
by.
effect is that people aren't going to be locked up in jail for possessing weed
So the guy who's handing out joints, the reporter, he has news outlets now interviewing him.
anymore. I mean, it's been a long time coming, and
They didn't want any joints, though. Well, that's a shame.
excuse me, guys. Marijuana is legal now. Would you like a free joint? Compliment to City
But these
Hall.
people,
Sure.
that guy
There you
does.
go, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Enjoy.
I'm an attorney, and this is federally not accepted, you know that.
Federally, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I cannot smoke it. You got that on film? You got that on great tape?
Oh, older-looking gentleman. He didn't even check his ID. This is not nice. At least pretended. The guy looked like he was close to 21. He's an attorney, and he's stating his legal stance.
Bro, if you're not smoking...
Would you like one too, sir? I think it's pretty good.
Not checking his ID either. Oh man, come on, give us old guys a break there, you whippersnapper. Just pretend to check our ID.
You guys are doing good work out here, man. Sweet.
Just went around there looking for you guys. I'm like, shit. Yeah, my man.
Legal now. Have at it.
Thank you guys so much.
Have a good one.
Wow. So for one day, that guy was the most popular guy in Lansing. There's people out looking for him. There's not much commentary needed for something like that. It's fantastic. It's nice to know at least we live in a world where if you go out on the street, you can get mugged and robbed and maybe even hit by a car or something. There's also a chance that somebody could hand you a free joint. You know, so the universe is balancing out a little bit. Thanks everybody for checking out Cannabis News. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you to Natureside, nature-side.com, and their organic, all-natural pesticides. A great sponsor of the show. Thank you all for checking out the show, of course. And we have creep ever closer to Christmas, holiday season. Hope you're in the mood, in the spirit. I'm in the spirit. We're helping spread the truth about cannabis to whoever will listen. We'll see you next time, right here on Cannabis News.